Hey guys, what's up? So, I'm not an expert on watches, but I changed the battery on my watch on my own. I don't take it to a jeweler. They charge, I don't know, like 15 bucks, 20 bucks. So I decided to buy my own batteries, and I learned how to do it. Um, I bought the batteries on eBay. On eBay. It was like a 10 pack or something, like for 5 bucks. And each battery is lasting me about a year, so this was a good deal. And I also bought a pack of the sealers that go around the back plate of the watch. They come in many different sizes, so you just buy a pack and they come with a lot of sizes that you can use. So my watch, since it's a big one, uses the biggest. They don't have a measure. They just throw a lot of different sizes in the pack. But mine uses the biggest one. It's about an inch across or so. Um, this was like, I don't remember, like 2 bucks for the whole pack on eBay also. And it has, you can see it has a lot. So you also have to buy the watch repair kit. It comes with this I don't know what you call this, but it's a little wrench that is gonna hook to the back of your watch, and you're gonna use to turn the back plate, and you're going to get also many different sizes of this. They look like screwdrivers, but they're actually just little rods that you're going to use to push the pins outside of the watch. You're just gonna do one, so you can open it and turn the back plate. And you're also gonna get this little hammer that you're gonna hit softly. Don't hit too hard. And that's about it. And also, it's gonna come with this to put the watch on. So I wanna show you how I do it. It's pretty easy, but it takes a if when it's your first time, you might go slow. You don't wanna damage your watch. So this these pins come out this side. The little arrow, they have a little arrow that tells me that they go out this side. So what I do is just put it on this little plastic supporter or holder. Okay, so gonna be I'm gonna keep hitting until the pin comes out. And you just take it out and make sure you don't lose it. Alright. Now we're gonna open the back plate. We're gonna use this. These things adjust to the size of your watch. You see the little slots on the sides? You're gonna make sure you have those so you can use this tool to spin it out. These things, you adjust them to the size. What I do is just measure them, and then when they are at the right size, just tighten them up, and then put some tape over this thing because they become loose really quickly. So just put tape on both of them. Make sure they are tight because they will become loose. So just kind of grab your watch like this and be careful not to puncture your hand. You're gonna just turn it gently. Don't make too much effort. Don't put too much force. You don't want to injure your hand. So just kind of go slowly. It's gonna become loose. Okay, so now get another, turn this all the way. Then when the other slot comes up, just use the other slot. Okay, there you go. So you're going to, my battery just has a little lip that is holding it down right here, and another one that that I have to move so it pops out. I just move this one back a little bit and the battery will pop out. So just swap it, then it's gonna pop back in really quickly. Just make sure the lips are holding it down again. So the little backplate has the little gasket, and what you're going to, it's a little tricky to take it out. What you're gonna do is just hold it with your nail like this. That's what I do. Just hold it, then hold it with your thumb down here, and just use something a little bit pointy, and just kind of push it. See, it's going to stretch, and then you pull it out. Oh, just kind of grab it. That's the gasket. When it's new, it is stretchy. You see, this one is still pretty stretchy. The one you will take out when it's an old one, it's already stretched out. You see, it's all out of shape, and it doesn't stretch as good. So I'm gonna put the new one. It's not gonna fit perfectly, as you can see. The new one, it's not gonna be exactly the right size. You want it to stretch out a little bit so it's tight on the inner backplate. So get the one that you think is gonna stretch out a little bit, not too much. See, this one is gonna have a little bit of stretch. You don't want it to be loose. You want it to be tight on it. Make sure it sits nicely all the way down. And you do want to change the gasket, otherwise your watch is gonna accumulate moisture inside. So don't try to use the same gasket. So it looks about right. So I'm gonna try to tighten it. If you don't, if you might do all of this right, and it might still get some moisture inside. You're gonna, after a few days, you're gonna notice little water droplets in there if you didn't seal it correctly. So what you're gonna do is open it again and put it on a hot computer, or on with a lamp close to it, so the moisture evaporates. You don't need to take the mechanism out. So just put it on something kind of hot, and the moisture is gonna evaporate. And when it's dry, just do it again, and make sure you do it tightly, The first time I did it like I had to tighten it back in like 2 times. So sometimes the gasket it gets twisted. First time I put 2 gaskets actually, and that didn't work. You need to put only 1 gasket. Like I said, don't put too much force. You don't want to injure your hands, so just go slowly. See, if you put, if this slips, you could hit your hand. So these things are pretty pointy. They're like needles. Still churning a little bit. This kit of tools, it cost me like $5. They're gonna last me a little while. It comes with all sorts of stuff in the box, but I only need these 3 little tools. It's still turning. If your watch is very expensive, you might not want to do this on your own. If you get it scratched and it's gonna devalue it. So my watch is nice, but it's not a Rolex. See, it's a designer watch, but if I get a scratch or anything, you know, it's fine. As long as I don't scratch too bad on the front, you know. Okay, I think that's it. So I'm gonna put the pin back in the watch band. This pin is a little bit outside. So you're gonna do the same process. Just put this in place. Should have done that at the beginning. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so same. Just reverse the process. Make sure you put it the right way because they are different on both sides. On the side the side that's gonna go in, it's kind of puffy because it's puffier than this side. On my pin, it has a little slot on the tip. And this one doesn't have it, but it is puffy because it's gonna grab the inside of the. So make sure you know you are doing it the right way. So just hit it gently. Okay, that's it. Hopefully you did it right. and thanks for watching.